in whose respect we are going to draw the projections. Now, if you look at, you will see that there is a circle with center line to be drawn. So I will just do one thing. I will just extend the center line. I will just extend the center line and draw this center line again. Now I need to draw the circle from this point. So I am going to use the protractor to draw the circle. I am going to draw this using the protractor or the French curve. Using the French curve, we will take the projections once again. For this, from this center, we are going to take the projections once again. We are having these projections too, so I will trace these projections too. I will trace this projection and make a semicircle of R30. Again, I will take projections for this. From whose reference the circle can be drawn. Now if I extend these lines to this circle, on this quadrant point, it will have look like this. We are having a inner circle of R25. We'll draw the R25 circle. Now if you look at the figure, we are having another circle at the center distance of 90 mm. We are having circle of 90 mm. In reference to this, we are having another circle of diameter 15. Now we'll give the dimensions to the same. This is diameter 15. This is diameter 70. diameter 50. We are having this center to center distance center to center distance is 80 mm. We'll give this 2 dimensions also. This is diameter 15. Are 30. So this would be our top view. So this is how we can have projections for the elevation and the plan. We'll see our next problem. The next problem is about the sketch using the center line and the dotted line in the drawing. This is the problem regarding the usage of the line. I will show you how to use various line in a single drawing. We need to give a detailed example for the same, as it is the question of the 6 mark. We'll see how we can draw a sketch using various line types. I'm drawing a reference sketch. The lines which I'm drawing is called continuous line. This is continuous line. Exactly to the center of it, I'm marking its midpoint. To mark its center, I have drawn long dashed line, short dashed line, long dashed line, short dashed line, respectively. This is called center line. Center line is used. This is center line. Center line is used to show center of any object. Now I will form a cylinder kind of formation. Which is a hollow structure. Again, these lines are continuous lines, in which this is a hollow circle, as I told you, and we need to put the hidden line. This is a through hole. This is a through hole. These are called dashed line or hidden line. So we have seen the usage of three lines. We'll see another usage of another line types. Suppose if we are having a continuous shaft, let's see if we are having a continuous shaft like this. If I say that this shaft dimension is of, let's say, 5 kilometer, so is it possible to give it into the paper? No, it's not possible to give that actual dimension in the paper. So for this continuous same section line, we can break this shaft from the middle and put the break line to this and represent this 5 kilometer line very easily. How we can do this? Like this. The same length section would be the same, but only thing change is I will just break this line from the middle and I will give the dimension that this is a 5 kilometer long shaft. I'll just write down 5 kilometer. It's a graphical representation purpose. This is called break line. Same as break line would be zigzag line. Zigzag line would be representing the same, but in the different manner. If we want to represent any sort of gas pipeline, then we can represent by zigzag lines. Exactly parallel to this. This would be a zigzag line. Function of the same function of this line would be the same. It's showing the break for the same section. Let's say it's again a 5 kilometer long pipeline itself. This is called zigzag line. Break line and zigzag line to show the section of the same for the longer lengths. Now we'll see the next problem. We need to construct an ellipse by concentric circle method having major axis 80 mm and minor axis 50 mm. So how we can do this? We need to draw two circles. First of all, let me tell you that what is the meaning of concentric circle. Concentric circle means that a circle having a different diameters but having the same center. If one circle is having diameter of 80 mm and another circle is having the diameter of 50 mm, but they are having the similar center, then these circles can be called concentric circle. Please note that in many of the exams, the question is asked that you need to draw ellipse by arc of circle method, and some of the students have understand that we need to draw ellipse by the concentric circle method. So most of the students are making the variable mistake that they are mixing both the methods. But please have a look at this, how concentric circle method works. We'll see how this method works. First of all, let's see the functionality of this ellipse. How does this ellipse look like? How does this ellipse look like? If we have circle, let's see. If we have circle, then it will have some diameter or radius. Only one variant would be there for the circle. For the circle, only one parameter would be there. They are having a radius or diameter, and they are having some center. But in the case of the ellipse, ellipse is having three parameters. In the case of the ellipse is having three parameters. As you can understand from the shape itself, it's having one major diameter and one minor diameter. So in the ellipse terminology, it is called major axis. The major diameter is called major axis,